I've never been able to smile. I can't make facial expressions, I can't move my eyes side to side. People think I'm a computer-generated AI. I will get made fun of every single day. Literally had nothing going for me. It's almost like a face not even a mother could love, which is pretty harsh. And I realized that it wasn't necessarily the disability hindering my success, it was the way I felt about myself. Right now, my business is actually doing $50,000 a month. It might not look like I'm smiling, but when I'm in my dashboard refreshing my sales insights, I definitely am. Mobius syndrome affects my day-to-day life because human interactions are something that's extremely difficult for me. When I try to smile with Mobius syndrome, only one side of my face moves kind of like this. So this one moves right here, but this other side is just completely dead no matter what I do. So this moves, but this one doesn't. My name is Chris, and I have a rare condition called Mobius syndrome. It's a disability that affects the 6th and 7th craniofacial nerve, so I can't make facial expressions, I can't move my eyes side to side. I've never been able to smile basically my whole entire life. I can feel smiling, but when I look in the mirror, I can't see myself actually smiling. When I looked at myself in the mirror growing up, it was just a constant game of questioning why I was the way I was. Growing up with Mobius syndrome was definitely a very hard upbringing because a lot of kids didn't really understand. I just dealt with a lot of harassment. People, seeing me as an outcast, an alien. I'll get picked on a lot. They'll call me like fish boy, anything relating to like an animal that has like big lips, jungle man. High school was kind of a really bad period for me because I had like no friends at all. There'll be days where I'll just talk to my parents and that's it.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your day?
I'm good.
Good.
Same day at Shepherd.
When Christopher used to speak, even us as parents, we were just able to get like only 50%. The rest of the other 50%, he had to figure out. It was hard for him to come out of his shell. He likes to stay in his little corner. Christopher's confidence was like a long journey.
I learned at 16 that there is a procedure where you could take either a muscle from your limb or another part of your body and insert it around your jaw to kind of construct a artificial smile. The surgery would have cost $300,000 at the time, and that's a lot of money. So I was like, hey, I need to figure out how I can do this. I tried every, ethical way I could just make money online. And I just kept working and working and working. It may be hard to believe, but right now my business is actually doing $50,000 a month in revenue and around $25,000 a month in profit.
Since Christopher built his business, wow. That's like a big change. Now I see a young man, totally confident, like talking with strangers, like from 0 to 100.
When I actually started, making money, it kind of really changed my thought on the surgery as a whole. That's when I really started to realize, like, hey, I'm not supposed to complain over things I cannot control. And that's what put me in the mindset to kind of just start my journey of acceptance. This is my biggest day ever. We made $8,112 in a single day, which is crazy. And then this is my second biggest day in an hour, made $75. And I realized that it wasn't necessarily the disability hindering my success and making me have like mental health issues. It was the way I felt about myself. So my business kind of forced me to take my life a bit more serious and change my day-to-day actions, which led me to actually being successful. Yo, Tony.
Yo.
Can you help me record a TikTok real quick?
I got you, bro.
With the business I do, a lot of people were telling me you can't do this unless you show your face. In 2020, I started posting on TikTok. I didn't take matters into my own hand and decide to change my life. Who knows what I would be? I was pretty nervous when I started showing my face on TikTok because I didn't know how people would react. For the longest, I just wanted to stay completely anonymous.
At first, he was like kind of showing his face, like side profile. I had to tell him like, bro, like you look normal, like you really look normal to me. If you post, you'll get more interactions with people and it'll just feel like more organic and go.
This business model is something that's untapped and is the #1 best way to quit your job in 2024. From the legit first post, people started sorting in. They're like, whoa, what is going on here? Like people think I'm a computer-generated AI, like a soulless being or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's the comments are kind of funny. This guy commented, "God just be making anything these days."
Somebody put an alien emoji.
Someone said a face not even a mother could love, which is pretty harsh. But again, I like humor. It's kind of like dark humor.
You know what they say though, if you don't got haters, you're not doing anything right.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
Exactly.
when we first started seeing those comments, we obviously hated it at first. I hated it for Chris because people were really saying some bad things on the internet. But after time, we realized that we could just beat this with humor.
Personally, I laughed. I pay those comments sometimes. I think it's actually extremely hilarious, and it has zero effect on me at all.
You say you look like a dry seahorse. A dry seahorse. I never heard that one before.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God. My achievements in business have really changed like how I feel about myself in general. To me, it's not really about the money. It's just about having the freedom and being able to just do what I want to do. When I actually was able to buy my dream car, I felt really good. It was like an unbelievable feeling. When it came out, it was roughly worth around $80,000. So I'm pretty lucky to drive a car like that, kind of at my age. Like sometimes I go to grocery stores, I get out, people are like, what the, you know, because they don't really expect me to get out that car. If I want to achieve a goal and it may seem unattainable to me now, I always reflect to where I was back then, and it really, you know, puts me in a position to realize that I'm capable of doing great things, and everyone else is as well. I'm super proud of myself for just actually getting to that point of digging myself out of the mud, because in the beginning I could never really see myself truly getting out of this.
I am so proud of Christopher, so proud. He knows what he wants. He has like a goal, he stays like focused, and he's a hard worker, baby, hard worker.
The way I seen Chris change as a person, he became like a better big brother, you know. He tries to motivate me every day to get on top of my stuff, and he's very positive now.
I see a young man like with like resilience, ready to fight and overcoming like his disability, and I think all parents will be proud to have a son like Christopher is.
Any young entrepreneur living with a rare condition, I just want them to know that anything is possible. As cliche as it sounds, like I literally had nothing. I was just a normal kid that would get made fun of every single day, literally had nothing going for me. But I just changed the actions around me, and that led me to success. Just keep showing up every single day as much as you can, and you will see change.